Greetings and welcome, folks. Alright, so in this vibes, we're gonna cook up some hassa curry, cascadoo in Trinidad, hassa in Guyana. I don't know where else in the world they call it. I think they call it armored catfish in some other part of the world. We have some big hassa there, cascadoo. We're gonna clean up this. We have 1, 2, 3, we have 6 hassa there. We have some cookup and some wabin. Right, so quick recap on how we caught that. Right, so this is how the cascadoo fishing went. We went through the jungle, find a bunch of fig, a hard one, come up on this mango field, yam patch there, reach the bait digging zone for some worms. We get a good portion there. Now it's time to leave. We get a bunch of silfig there. Right, left the forest, went to the swamp, launched the kayak, went through the mangrove, a kind of spooky place. Yeah, paddle a little more through our channel, reach out on this opening here, fished a bit, caught a wabin, a coscarab. Yeah, decided to leave that zone because the cascadoo wasn't biting. Yeah, almost got stopped. Right, so we went on this new zone called the Beatum. My mom got stuck in the mud. We met somebody, they caught a good few, about 20 plus cascadoo. My brother caught the first one, I caught the second one, a big one. Yep, got the second one, got the third one, a big one, and got the last one. I caught 3, and here we are cooking it up. Right, I'm gonna show you all how to clean one. Right now we have some pills soaking there. That is fatten pills, musical beans, gas pills. We're gonna do a boil up with that and do a little pepper choke on the side to eat that. Right, so let me clean up this hassa. First thing first, yeah, cut out the tail, cut out all the fins. Cut out all the fins. Kinda a bit tough to clean it. So take out our fin. This is the hardest one to take out. This one here. You pry this one forward, so oh gosh, it's hard. And you snap it out. Next one, prise it forward, so snap it off. The one on the belly, just shove the knife underneath it, so, and thing it so. Alright, you put it down flat to remove the whiskers, like the catfish whiskers. The whiskers will look like the catus. After all, this is armored catfish. Right, and after you're going to take the knife and cut through here. You're gonna take the knife and slide it, so skin it open there and pull out all the guts and the gill and stuff, all the inside. So we got to do that for all. After we're gonna season it up. Nice. Right, folks, so we don't clean up all, we don't clean it. We had got this and one coscarab point into the pot. So let me get this clean up and season up. So I'm cooking this on open flame on the outside, fire side. So I think I'm gonna have to go and get some dry wood up by Boogeyman area there. I want to taste the vibe in this, the bush vibes. Nice. Right, so we have a cascadoo done clean there. We're gonna soak it with some lime. Now some people do hot water and throw in it to take out the grime and whatever. I don't know, I'm thinking if to do that. I'll decide in a bit. Yeah, so right now I'm gonna soak it with the lime. Right folks, so we have hassa soaking in lime water. There we're gonna empty this lime water and put back clean water. So I'm gonna do the hot water and throw it in it. So we have clean water here, so you're gonna see what grime it have between the scales to come out. Alright, so I'm a hot water here, boiling hot. So I'm gonna throw it on the hassa. I'm gonna see what comes out from the water I'm gonna look after. I think I'm pre-cooking it there. Alright, these hassa clean. Not much grime coming out from it. But the water getting a little hazy. I'll take a toothbrush and scrub between the scales. Yeah, but definitely the shell change color. It look a little cleaner. Yeah. Nice. So we're gonna rinse this out in a bit and season it up. Yeah. So definitely some grime came out. Yeah. See the water how grimy it looking. We have some fresh shadow I need to chip up in it. We're gonna add all these ingredients, some grind seasoning, some pimento, some garlic, pepper, and some onion. I'll get the onion in the fridge here. Onions, for a whole onion. So that is all the ingredients going in. We're gonna season it with a little dust of curry. Not much, just a dust. Yep, so stay tuned. Right folks, so I'm gonna get the hassa scrub out. Got some grime on the scale, boy. Oh gosh, something looking too nice now. So yeah, I'm gonna scrub it kinda crisscross. So let them grime come out. Right folks, this is how black the water and dirty the water gets. So we scrub it out, we gotta rinse it out and season now. Alright, so we're gonna add some green seasoning to it, some chopped pimento, and I'm gonna chip up a few leaves of this flesh cilantro, shadow berry. So I'm gonna overnight this. Alright, add some shadow berry to it. I'm gonna add a few cloves of garlic, chopped fine. Add an onion, yeah, the next half I'll use that when I'm gonna bring the curry. So I'm gonna add some hot pepper to it, season it with some hot pepper. I don't want to come out too hot, but now we want a little kick. There's something wild we eating here from the mangroves, the swamp. I'm gonna add already have pimento, so I want to put a piece of pumpkin in it to season with the pumpkin. Taking the sauce. Also, we're gonna season it with the pumpkin also. Alright, there we go for the while. That's how we look in there. I'm gonna add some salt to it. Some salt. And as I say, a little dust of the curry. Not much. Because we still have to add curry when we cooking it. just a little dust. Alright, and let me get this mixed up. I'll stuff some of the pumpkin and onion and stuff inside. Put a little bit of the seasoning inside, not much. Inside all. Alright, and here we go. So we leave that to marinate for a while. Oh, I forget my cascadoo. One cascadoo in the mix here. This cascadoo a slight mark. That cascadoo gonna melt up in the pot, I believe. Right, so let them marinate for a while. We'll cover that down and let them marinate. Nice. Right, so as I said earlier on, we're gonna cook this down with some yam and some dasheen. Right, so we have this dasheen here. I hope this dasheen boiling. My father gave me this dasheen to cook. Yeah, seems like good. So we're gonna peel up this yam and then this dasheen, then peel up the yam and do we thing. Right, so I'm gonna peel up our yam and see how it's looking. Right, there we go. There we have the provisions there. I'm gonna salt it up one time and put it to boil. Add some salt to the pot. Go and charge up the fire and put it up to boil. Right, so yeah, so I'm gonna get this fire started here. Our little fire starter here. Fire starter here, easy to start. Right now I'm cooking on this blocks here. 3 foundation block. How the vibes here? Yeah, fire going blazing a bit there. So while the fire kitchen, let me give you all a quick rundown of what's going on here. Nice, so I'm fixing up my kitchen a little better. The reason why I'm using the inside sink and the garage sink is that I have a sink here yet. I'm passing there. So on in this area here, I'm going to level it nice, fix it up nice with a little bench and chairs. And I have my garden growing right here. In the future, I'm going to get my produce right here to cook. See what's going on there? Tomatoes, hot pepper, pimento, scorpion pepper across the bygone, more tomatoes coming up and some cucumber. Right, so we're gonna pour up this pot in a bit. Very professional there. Let's have a fire catch. So I've got some more wood here. Sadly, some of the wood is pitch pine. I can't use that. I use the white pine. Yep. I use this white pine. Fire catch, so but the breeze blowing a little too hard. I know how that will work out. Rest the pot there. Ah boy, nice. Come right down. Boil fast. Breeze blowing a little too hard. Let's see how it goes. Boy, look what's going on the fire, like wow. Pot started to rot a bit. Right, so we're gonna cut up some ingredients. We're gonna boil and fry the provision. We're gonna cut up some ingredients there. Right folks, so I'm gonna cut up all this stuff, fry the provision. Onion, garlic, pimento, shad benny. There's some green seasoning and chop pimento there. Nice. So I'm gonna handle that and come back on. boil it. Gosh, I know you got dashing part to captured and red. Oh gosh. Alright folks, I don't know if this thing will cook. We'll see now a bit. Alright, pot boiling nice there. Check it again. Ah boy. And the ingredients here to fry up. The cascadoo here is properly seasoned. Right, that's how we look in there. Dashing change in color. It is excellent. Good. Right, need to boil about 10 minutes again. Yeah, folks, the Jamaican sugar cane. See how long the joint is. I'm gonna reap one of this in a while and sample it. Right, so it's time to strain this pot now. I can put back up the pot. Nice butter hot. So we're gonna add a slight oil. We're gonna add a piece of this butter. We don't really use this that often, so we can indulge a bit today. Right, so we're going to go in with some garlic. First, garlic could burn, we call it the onion burn. Anyway, we avoid to burn, we avoid saute a bit. Then we go in with some onions. We're gonna go in with the pimento. The last thing is the shadow benny. We have that cook too much. Shadow benny and the seasoning and pimento. Yeah, I'll cook for about 30 seconds. Then we're gonna go in with the provisions here. Look how nice it'll turn up. Ah boy, that is it. You can't get better than that. I'll salt in the pot. Already add salt and I'll forget, remember. Yeah, that's how we look in there. The provision a little bit. We're going to use back the same pot. I'm going to put it in a serving container there. Yeah. Right, just stop. Right, so we're gonna take down this now. Empty it out in this container here. Right, and rinse out the pot. Alright, so I'm gonna give this pot a quick rinse out. Maybe some fig leaf. Use some fig leaf. And put back up the pot. Right, so we gotta handle up the hassa. We need firewood. Nice. So we put heat up. Nice. While we put heat up, we're gonna organize the garlic and the onion to cook the curry. Right, so we gotta burn this to cook the curry. Garlic, onion. Nice, so we're gonna cut up a fresh pimento. This is a piece of hot pepper. Hot pepper. Pimento. Soon I'll be picking pimento, hot pepper, all them things from my garden right in the back there. Right, so I have my ingredients there. So let me handle up the scene now. Right, so we're gonna add some oil to the pot. Nice. So we're gonna add the garlic to the pot. As I said, the garlic could burn a bit, but not the onions. When the onion burn, it burns stomach. So we really want to burn here. Yeah, let us saute for a minute or so. We're gonna add the onions now. Let that saute for 50 seconds. We're gonna add the hot pepper and the pimento. Right, we're gonna add some curry to the pot now. We're gonna add about this amount, half of the spoon, and let that fry up. Then add some water. Yeah, let that cook properly. Right, we're gonna add some water to the pot now. Cook down. Beautiful. Right, we're gonna separate we hassa from all the seasoning there. We're gonna put in the seasoning to cook first. Cascadoo, I have seen hassa boy. Hassa also. And a Trini. Nice, so we're gonna add in this in a bit. So we're gonna add in all this niceness here. Alright, so we're gonna add in this now. Let it fry up a bit. Add the coconut milk there and add water to boil down. And we add on my coconut milk there. Them factories make it easy for we. But fresh milk always better. Alright, we're gonna add some coconut milk here. Give it a little slight turn up. Real fire there. Right. Add we water now. That's how we look in the things swimming in our pot there right now. Yeah. So we cover that down and let that boil for a while. Ah boy, look at that. Right, so yeah, so time to take down the pot from the fire. So. Right, so we looking there. Okay. Nice, so we guys are there. So we're gonna carry that inside for the kids them. We're gonna take out and come back out here and deal with it and show you how it look on our plate. Yeah. Nice folks. So there we look in the boiled icky, sticky boiled provision. You handle up that there. I'm gonna take a hassa in the house here. I'm going to take a cascadoo. With some level amount of sauce there. Nice. So meat on the outside. Nice. We're gonna add some homemade hot sauce. This going on the market soon, folks. Somewhere out there. I made a bottle and it's done within 2 weeks. Yeah. Right, so that's how we looking right now there. Yeah, so we're gonna deal with that now. Nice, so here we go. First bite, a little bit of everything. Pumpkin, all the seasoning, everything in one day. Ah boy. There we looking there. Good bush cooked food on outside fire, you can't go wrong. This piece of the cascadoo. Cascadoo. Definitely need to get some more in this. Yeah. So anyway, soldiers, hope you all enjoy the cookout video. Hope you learn a thing or two. For those who can't cook good, I mean, I say I'm the best cook, but I can handle myself. Alright, so I'm gonna deal with this now. And yeah, see you all in the next one. Anyway, you all gonna see some more cookouts here. Different menus, some strange stuff. I'm gonna experiment with good stuff. I ain't cooking no crap. Nice one. Soon I gotta put my bench and table right here. Fix it up, level it more. Probably put some artificial grass. I know. We see how it goes. I'm gonna plant more garden there. Planting food for the kitchen. Yep. Nice. Over and out. See you on the next one. We're on the outside. Right, folks. I don't know what it is with this meat. Tasting good, but a long time I eat this. Yeah, a long time I eat it. Have a unique taste. Wow. Definitely need to go back on our next run. Nice, so we off now. Let me deal with this and carry on my utensils and stuff inside.